What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 40 of Touched by an Angel. We go all around the world. We meet ordinary people, have ordinary conversation that transform people's life. So let's see what God does. What's up, young fella?
What's up? How you doing?
I am excellent today.
I'm sorry,
and just,
your name?
I don't give names. I told you beforehand he had questions like everybody else does. I told him it was totally unscripted from my heart to your heart, and that's what we do. But just for the record, I just met you 30 seconds ago, correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. So we're going to jump right into it, okay? Now, looking at life circumstances, it's difficult for you, it's difficult for me, and sometimes when we look at other people, we think that they have it better than us. But what we don't realize is that everybody's challenge that's in front of them is exactly what they need to get to the next level. So if I were to give you a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being excellent and 1 being not so good, what number would you give yourself right now with being the best that you're supposed to be? What number would you give yourself right now?
Say it again. 1 to 10.
10 is excellent and 1 is not so excellent.
10.
You get, that's excellent, man. First of all, I appreciate your confidence, and I appreciate you still feeling high about yourself regardless. Your self-image is on a beam. I respect that. So you gave yourself a 10. So why exactly would you give? Because that's the top, that's the cream of the cream. Why would you give yourself a 10?
I gave myself a 10 because I just want to feel the best I can be, and I need to have excellent credit because I'd like to have my own house that I tried to create. And I'm told that credit excellent is good to have as me being a sole proprietor. Absolutely.
You're talking business now. You're talking proprietorship. Actually, credit is more important than money. You know what I mean? But credit is not just financial. Credit is your character also. And for you to say a 10, and one thing you said that resonates with me is very important. You said, I like to feel good. See, what people don't understand is all about the feeling, because we spiritual beings here living on earth having a spiritual experience. We're not physical beings. The only time we come out of the spirit is when we operate through pride and ego. So you understand it's all about the feeling. So what do you do when you don't feel your best to feel better? What's some of your remedies, some of your you know, some things that you do, interventions to help you feel better when you don't feel your best?
Well, I thought the best thing for me to do to feel my best is to live closer to the Philadelphia Housing Authority and just be involved with activities throughout the day and nights. Days and nights.
So I'm seeing the connection here. So you have a desire to have your own home and things like that. So you talked about credit, you talked about business, and now you talk about staying closer to the housing authority. So you also must understand the power of alignment. See, here's the law of alignment. We become whatever we think, do, and say most often, right? So whatever we think, do, and say is what we become. So you are aligning yourself with who you want to become. So I credit you for that. Now,
thank you, Philadelphia.
Can I tell you what I feel from you?
Yes.
If not, say no, and I won't tell you. But this part of the magic, can I tell you what I feel from you?
Yes.
All right. One thing I feel from you is this. I feel leadership, of course, but I'm not the first person to tell you that, because you've always been a massive kind of bigger dude. Even when you was in little elementary school, you was always bigger than the other kids and things like that, right? See, you
somewhat.
I'm touching on something. See, this is what I do.
Sometimes I had to make sure that I wasn't looking too big, you know, for people. Sometimes it seems so
image was a big thing for you growing up, because here's the thing, you said 10 and I rolled with that, but I feel some hesitance in that 10. So I do see the framework, I see the external, but I also see and feel some gaps internally. So it's a good thing, because it shows you have a desire to be the change you want to see, but I want to help you to really get there. Yeah. Am I touching on something?
Yes, you are.
Go ahead, explain, talk to him, because that's what I do.
Yeah, well, you know, I think over up the street, they're telling me that I need at least a $2,000 each month income to have a car. And also, I'm trying to fulfill my case of being an owner-renter before being thrown into this situation where I'm at, and that would be proving that I had an income of $50,000 each year.
Okay, so you're well enlightened with your residency and where you want to go and some of your goals, But let me tell you what's going to help you to get what you desire to have. Being your best self. See, when you're your best self, everybody wins. But when you're not your best self, everybody loses, including you. So I think you got your eyes on the prize, which is great. But in order to get to that prize, you got to run the race.
Yeah.
See, so I'm trying to help you to run the race in order to run the race, because all the answers to life problems are in the mirror. Yes. So you got to be accountable for what you see. And I'm trying to, I touched, nobody listening, it's just me and you. I touched on something earlier about how you had an image situation growing up, and you agreed, like, yeah, I was bigger. I had to worry about how people perceive me and this. Those things don't just go away. They start out as child stuff and it turned into adult stuff.
Yes. So
like I said in the beginning, you said you were 10, but I don't know if you really believe that.
No, I believe, and you know, one thing is, I'm glad that you gave me this interview, because I don't want to feel like I'm on other people's property that I shouldn't be. I believe it. Can I mention where we're at?
I prefer not.
Okay, well, I hope this is a part of the interview, because yeah,
we're not soliciting. It's public property. It ain't nothing. It ain't like we doing something or trying to. So I get it, but that's what I want to get to. You're very smart. You're a leader. You're clever, but you make a lot of excuses. See, you push the envelope in order to push it to where you want. I got to tell you the hard truth, because I see you trying to dip out, and this is how we got here, right? Eventually, you got to be accountable. All the answer life problems in the mirror, you got to be accountable for that. No ifs, ands, buts, or suppose. And I get it. See, here's the thing. You sharp, you look good, you're a big dude. So I'm sure all through your life, people have been making, concessions for you, giving you extra, chances to take liberties because your presence and this. But I'm here to tell you, I'm here from God. I'm here to touch the inside. I'm here to show you that you're greater than a conqueror. I'm here to show you that if you continue to do the same thing you've been doing, you're going to get the same results. But if you expect different results, they call that insanity. And you're not insane. You sharp. You got all the bells and whistles. You just got to align with it. You've been disappointed real bad in your life. You've been disappointed and you still holding on to that. It could have been a woman. It could have been something. But at the end of the day, you're the champion. You like Ali.
Yes.
You got to believe it though. You feel me?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna let you go, because I see I'm stirring up some things, and but here's the thing. God would have did all this for me to meet you. I saw you, I approached you with the interview, and here we are. So if I ask you now, do you feel better now after we did this interview than you felt before we did it? What would you say?
Yeah, I feel really good. I'm glad that you even asked me to do this. I'm honored, somehow, and I hope, like I said, I wanted to see if we could do a run through first to make sure it was perfect.
And what I told you we can't do a run through. It's unscripted. I don't even want to know your name. But that's part. Then you say you want to do a run through so you can make sure it's perfect. That's part of the image thing that I was talking about. You still carrying that. You don't got to be perfect to maximize your potential and be the best version of yourself. You just got to be perfectly committed to the assignment. You got to line your words, thoughts, and actions up with your truth. See, the thing is, you've been working harder than you had to work. You got the juice. You pouring it into different cups because you've been a slave to perception, because it started when you were little. I had to figure out how to project myself so people don't look at me a certain way. That's too big of a burden for us to bear. Eventually, you gotta release that baggage. You still carrying it. You're gonna have to release that perception thing, because nobody got your fingerprint. So you can't worry about what nobody think about you.
That's something, please.
All right. Yeah, we right here. It ain't nothing. It's right here. You see that? That's us. We still on.
I was just trying to figure out what kind of camera that is.
It's cool. It's just a phone. It ain't really no camera. But here's the thing. You see how you got those escape techniques, the avoidance? That's what you've been doing your whole life. And it's still, see, this is what I do. You sitting here showing me the very reason why you got to come into alignment. I'm going to give you a scripture, then I'm going to let you go. A double-minded man is unstable in all their ways. Even when they look good, even when they thorough, even when they got great posture, even when they're intelligent and wise, I feel it seeping out your pores. You gotta. Listen, life is already designed for you to win, but you gotta cross the finish line as your true, authentic self. I'm gonna let you go. So when people say, what you doing here talking to that guy for? Why are you glowing? And this you tell her. Tell him about you been touched by an angel. My man. Right, listen, I thank you, brother. God bless you. I love you, brother, and I'm pulling for you. All right?
Yes.
Everything I said was real. You just got to believe it, and you got to walk in it.
All right.
All right? I thank you all for watching. You be blessed, and more importantly, be great.